Built a 81 FXWG, and I just had these Arlen Ness gas tanks with these fancy gas tank lids that you had to push and spin and all that. And I'm riding it one day on the maiden voyage. I lose one of the gas caps. I'm on the side of the road. I'm walking up and down the road because these gas caps were like $38 a piece. And that was a lot of money back then to me. I've been building this bike, saving money, building this bike for a year. This guy stopped, got hair all the way down to his back in a ponytail on his bike, he was on his bike. And he stops, he goes, "Hey, what's going on?" I said, "Well, I lost my gas cap." So he walks on the other side of the road. And we walk up and down the road, he finds my gas cap, hands it to me. He introduced himself, his name was Tony King. He just lived 2 miles down the road from me, and we become pretty good friends, I thought. About a week and a half later, I met a real good friend of mine, Billy Nary and Jeremy Ayers, and they're having a party over there. Now guys, I'm fresh out of prison, maybe 3 or 4 months. And we're in Jeremy's house, everybody's passing the joint around. They came to me, went to me, I said, "Nah, that's okay, I don't smoke." Tony says, "What the fuck, are you a narcotics officer?" I looked at him, I said, what the fuck did you just say to me? Now I knew he was friends with Jeremy and Billy, and out of respect for Jeremy and Billy, I said, "You need to watch your fucking mouth and watch who you're talking to." I turn around and walk out. I go to get on my bike and leave. Billy comes out and he goes, "Hey dude, I don't know what that was about." He goes, "But he's probably playing with you." I said, "Dude, I don't play like that. I just got out of fucking prison, being ratted out for 35 years. And I'm gonna be called a narcotics officer?" 2 or 3 days later, I get a phone call from Tony King. He said, "Brother, please let me explain." I said, "Explain what?" I said, "Dude, if you ever pop that off of me again, I'll break every fucking bone in your face. That's what'll happen." He goes, "No, dude, have you ever seen the movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?" I said, "No." He said, "Johnny Depp says that to a guy. I thought you'd seen the movie." He goes, "Man, can I come by and talk to you about it?" I said, "Yeah, come on." He just lived 2 miles down the road. He comes up that night and he brings me this hat. I'd never watched Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. He brings me this hat and the video of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. He says, "Swear to God, man, I didn't mean nothing by it." So after that, my hypocrisy can only go so far with wearing that hat. So after that, I told him, I said, "Dude, I said, I don't get it, but after I watched the movie, I did get it." He was just being Tony. Tony was the life of the party everywhere he went. Then one year, Wayne Bower, when I first got out, I went to work at Bower Construction. I was superintendent. That's where I bought my Fat Boy from. And the only place that bike had been, 2001, 2, and 3, was Sturgis. And in 05, he had a room up at Spearfish Canyon. He wasn't gonna be able to make it. He said, "Hey, do you want these tickets? You're gonna go to Sturgis." So he gives us this fucking high-dollar room and for a week. And my wife at the time couldn't go. Nobody could go. So just Tony and I went. The funny part of this story is, so Tony and I, we go to Spearfish Canyon. We go down to the bar in Spearfish. It's about 20 miles down. If you guys look it up on a map, you'll see that this road does this the whole way through a canyon. We're down there, we start drinking. And we were drinking a lot. We're getting pretty tore up. The next morning I woke up and I'm like, "Whew, how the fuck did I get here?" So I walk over and I open the window, there sits my bike. And you guys that ride a bike, especially from the crowd that I rode with, my first bike was a 1947 Jockey Shift Panhead Hardtail. Yeah, I started hardcore. You don't ride another man's bike. So I kick Tony, he's still asleep. I kick him, grab him by the hair, pull him out of bed. "Who'd you let ride my fucking bike up here?" He said, "Dude, you rode your bike up here." I said, "What?" I said, "No, I didn't." He said, "Yeah, you did." He said, "Dude, you passed me at about 50, 60 mile an hour. That road, on a good day, 35 miles an hour. I went out and looked at my bike. Both the toe boards are scuffed off on it. The primary cover's scuffed up on it. And I did ride it up there. That was one time. I was very fucking lucky I'm still alive. That was the last time I ever drunk. That's the last time I ever drank alcohol and got on my motorcycle. There's kind of the funny story, plus the Sturgis story, thrown into one for Tony King, who we lost about 6 years ago. It was a sad, sad fucking day. But one of my closest friends passed away. Did pass away on a bike, flipped his van, threw him outside the van, and killed him. Been out drinking the night before. So that's one reason I don't drink and drive, period.